my name, you come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name, I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion, you started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game.
holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The numbers for him from a week ago: a boatload of carries, 126 yards, and a trip to the end zone as well.
Definitely productive, including scoring his 14th touchdown of the season last week. It's going to be fun to watch the matchup now because he has a nose for the end zone. So if you're a defender, what's your job? Keep him out.
Now the first pass of the afternoon is complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Eagles hit 10-4 on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Back to throw now on first down. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll go again with Sanders. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Sanders, oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ninth play now, this long opening drive. Can they cash it in on 3rd and goal? He'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Throwing to start the drive. Zambrano. And that's going to be incomplete. On to that one, it's 2nd down.
Ready?
3.5 to go, first quarter.
60 Eagles. 70 Timberwolves.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Kaiser White.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
They go play action here on 1st down. It's caught on the right side at Smith.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And this one complete to Smith.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. To throw on second down, Zambrano.
That's into the hands of his tight end Bates.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
They'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
That one caught by the tight end Bates.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
To throw on 3rd down, Zambrano.
Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders are back within a score.
No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here with no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll go with a keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion.
18, right here. 1800, 1800. Trap 60, trap 60.
Now this time he'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working.
Let's go now.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg. Zambrano. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turn it into a short gain.
Off the bootleg. Zambrano. Catch here, left side, Thomas.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, Coachman from Orlando, he'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Robinson with another carry. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Off the bootleg, Zambrano, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Off play action, Zambrano. And that will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer,
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Out of the gun now on third down. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They'll look to throw now on first down.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Rolling to his right. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Looking to throw. Zambrano. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So he doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get him the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 19 White. 79 Warriors. 70.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
70 Timberwolves. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 19.
They'll set up to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
19 tight. 19 tight. 18 right here. 18 Rams. Trap 60. Trap 60. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. This is Smith with a grab. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
60 Bobcat. 60. Buffalo 18.
2nd and 13. He's got Smith here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they doubled that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
This taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Samson Abuka in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Looking to throw on second down. Zambrano. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Once again with Sanders.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
Miles Sanders
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll turn to Sanders.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
But they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the third. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off the play fake. Zambrano taking a shot for Samuel. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. You want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
To throw on second down, Zambrano. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This is taken at the 15. We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 18.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And now here's another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw a 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 2nd and 9 now. And once again, this is Sanders. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. He'll look to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chase Young in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. They're going to look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this fourth quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
2nd and 2.
Back to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain.
And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 15.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal.
So 2 sacks for the rookie, definitely making an impact here in year 1.
And in a ton of different ways, because rushing the passer, that was supposed to be a skill that he was developing. Looks to me like he's figured it out already.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year.
And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Zambrano, he's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts,
as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. There he goes, left side. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, has thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Carter hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.